This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Videosportz presents a history, the Bell Game.
The battle for the bell.
The Bell, the traveling trophy and symbol of rivalry between the Valley's two oldest secondary schools. The bell was donated by a local church in 1968. Its ringing no longer draws parishioners to Sunday service, but to serve as a ringing reminder of who wins the annual grudge match between Victor Valley and Apple Valley High Schools. So let's go back and set the stage to 2004. Victor Valley was poised to make history. No Jackrabbit team had lost the bell game in a century. By that meaning, Victor Valley had won 4 consecutive years beginning in 2000. A 2004 win would mark the first time either team won 5 straight. But that was not to be the case. Apple Valley unleashed Mojave River League sprint champion Greg Johnson, who had the best game of his career, 245 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. The 26-6 win before a Newton T. Bass Stadium crowd of 5,000. The 2005 matchup brought 5,000 fans to Raymore Stadium in Victorville, where the home team Jackrabbits and visiting Sun Devils entered the game with 1-1 records.
After a scoreless first period, the second quarter began. It was like all helmets broke loose.
The Jackrabbits struck first and quickly in the second stanza. Behind a solid wall of protection, senior quarterback Branimir Courtney slung sidearm to junior Brandon Shanklin in the end zone, and the Rabbits jumped on top 7-0. The scoring play was from 8 yards out. Bell game drama was nothing new to this coach. Leland Udy played in the bell game in 1970. He had led the Rabbits to their 4 straight wins coming into last season's battle. Apple Valley responded to Victor Valley's TD less than 1 minute later. Wide receiver Corey Johnson broke 2 tackles on the slant pattern and galloped into the end zone from 30 yards out. The extra point tied the game at 7, and the Sun Devils did not trail again. Armando Nunez drills this scoring pass from 5 yards out to Greg Gilmore for the go-ahead touchdown. The unsuccessful conversion left the Sun Devils ahead by 6. Gilmore's 38-yard field goal with 5.5 minutes left proved the game winner. With time running out, Tyrone Rudd took this pass from Branimir Courtney and scored from 8 yards out. 21 seconds remained. For Coach Frank Police and the Sun Devils, the 16-14 victory and back-to-back wins made it 24 bell game triumphs. Looking back in High Desert sports history, the Bell Game, Victor Valley's last rivalry game win, 2010.
The Sun Devils scored on their first play from scrimmage. Ben Quiros hits Cavian Flournoy on a crossing pattern, and the 6'1 senior takes it 64 yards. The Jackrabbits immediately took the wind from the Sun Devils' sails. Zeke Julian connects with Trevon Bedard for 81 yards. On the next play, Jordan Watson drives in from 2 yards out. The Sun Devils respond with a scoring drive, capped by Jermaine Lowe's 16-yard run. Isaiah Kepley's 40-yard field goal pulls the visiting Rabbits closer. It's Apple Valley 14, Victor Valley 10 to end the first quarter. In the second quarter, Jackrabbits special teams make 2 huge plays. Apple Valley tries a field goal from long distance, but the play backfires. Zeke Julian takes the kick inside the 5 and zigzags his way 98 yards to put the Rabbits on top for the first time in this 42nd battle for the bell. Quarterback Quiros scrambles in from 6 out, and the Sun Devils are back on top 21-17 with 30 seconds to go before the half. Here's the second of the 2 special teams' special plays that virtually make the difference in the ball game. Apple Valley kicks away from Isaiah Kepley, but that doesn't cut it if kick coverage collapses. Travian Bedard breaks 2 tackles and runs the kickoff back 98 yards for a touchdown. And it was Bedard again, scoring the 4th Victor Valley touchdown. The 21-yard scoring play from Zeke Julian The Victor Valley lead is 10 in the third quarter. The Jackrabbits hold on. The final 38-30.
Tyler Murphy leads the 2011 Sun Devils in regaining the bell in the longest-standing rivalry game between Victor Valley schools. Victor Valley could not contain the Sun Devils' junior running back. The 5'8", 155-pound Tyler Murphy rushes for 297 yards. This touchdown, the first of the game, from 23 yards. It was a night of near-perfect execution for Ben Quiros. This is the second Sun Devils touchdown. Roman Novell on the 32-yard scoring play, first of two scoring passes to the 5'10 receiver. The second from 14 yards out. Quiros connects with Tyler Basket, who gets behind the Jackrabbits cornerback for this 21-yard scoring play. Tyler Murphy follows the path plowed by the likes of 59 Anthony Ballinger, 56 Jacob Tizard, 61 Matthew Hajazen, and 68 Troy Bacon. Murphy capped off his incredible performance with a 6-yard touchdown in the third quarter. The final score, 51-6, in 2011's 43rd Battle for the Bell. Sun Devils standout running back Tyler Murphy leads Apple Valley to a 20-12 victory. In Bell Game 44, the senior running back rushes for 217 yards, including a 69-yard touchdown. This long jaunt comes 8 minutes into the first quarter and puts Apple Valley ahead to stay. Murphy's ball-carrying heroics give him over 500 yards rushing in his 2 Bell games. He carried for 297 yards against the crosstown rivals his junior season. This night's 217 yards come on 17 carry. Aim Thomas spearheads Apple Valley's defense with a pass interception and a fumble recovery. The Jackrabbits score on their first possession. Sophomore Josh Woods capping the 80-yard drive, scoring from 9 yards out. A botched extra point attempt leaves the score at 6-0. Sophomore quarterback Eric Turner scores the second Victor Valley touchdown, a 2-yard run in the fourth, pulling within 1 at 13-12, but again the Sun Devils thwart the extra point attempt. This earlier field goal attempt is blocked by Jacob Munoz as Apple Valley special teams turn in game-changing plays. The blocked field goal leads to Apple Valley extending the lead on their own field goal in the first quarter. A fourth quarter Justin Connor touchdown pass to Brian Fuentes clinches the Sun Devils win, making it 2 straight in what becomes their historic string of consecutive Bell game victories. The Bell Game 2013, and one of the most exciting, down to the last series, down to the wire, or perhaps up to the belfry, contests in the history of the crosstown rivalry between Victor Valley's Jackrabbits and the Apple Valley Sun Devils. Apple Valley's D'Angelo Guillory scored the winning touchdown with 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game in the Sun Devils' 13-6 victory. Let's go to 2014. Another Bell game decided by a touchdown or less. Senior running back Tristan McNatt plowed, bulled, and barreled his way over Victor Valley defenders in leading the Sun Devils to a 35-28 victory in the Battle for the Bell. The 47th annual Bell Game, featured by the Great American Rivalry series, which shines the spotlight on top high school football rivalries across the nation. Tristan McNatt scored 2 touchdowns and rushed for 109 yards and was named Most Valuable Player by the Great American Rivalry series. The Battle for the Bell was a classic struggle between 2 long-standing rivals played before a near-capacity crowd of high-energy fans, both sides of Raymore Stadium. This is the 5th Bell game in the last 7 decided by a touchdown or less.
Apple Valley's triumph tied the mark for one school recording 5 consecutive bell game victories. After falling behind 21-7 in the second quarter, Apple Valley came back behind a balanced offensive attack that marked a breakthrough game for junior quarterback Mossy Bell. It was Bell's touchdown pass to Kai Merchant that brought Apple Valley to within 7 at halftime. And another Mossy Bell to Kai Merchant touchdown pass puts the Sun Devils ahead to stay in the third quarter. The final score, Apple Valley 35, Victor Valley 28.
The dazzling pass reception by T.J. Lewis gives Apple Valley the winning touchdown in the 48th. Battle for the bell. The scoring pass from Mossy Bell with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The Sun Devils defense then denies the Jackrabbits a 4th and goal at the 2 to hold on for the 29-22 bell game victory. The Jackrabbits had taken the lead on Justin Ortiz's 15-yard touchdown pass to Desmond Kepley at the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. The Sun Devils' successful conversion following the T.J. Lewis TD reception, Seth Baker diving into the end zone, gives Apple Valley their final 2 points, and the Sun Devils become the first team to win 6 consecutive Battle for the Bell games in the Great American Rivalry Series. This 2017 Bell game marked the first time in the 48-year series that the Sun Devils and Jackrabbits both enter the Cross Valley rivalry undefeated. Charles Logan takes the opening kickoff at the 14 and races 86 yards past the Jackrabbit sidelines. Apple Valley takes the lead on the first play of the game. 13 seconds in, 7-0 Apple Valley. Justin Ortiz to Gabriel Trujillo, and the Jackrabbits are on the board. An Ortiz to Andy Garcia 2-point conversion pulls Victor Valley within 10, 18-8. Justin Ortiz beats the pass rush and lofts it to 6'2" senior Damian Kepley, who's glided behind a pair of defenders and pulls down the scoring pass. The extra point gives Victor Valley the lead, 22-21. Mossy Bell rolls to his right. Devin Fisher, 57, picks off stunting linebacker Jaime Campos. T.J. Lewis turns on the stop-and-go route, grabs the ball, loses the handle, regains control, and turns the play into Bell game history. The final, Apple Valley 29, Victor Valley 22. It goes down as one of the most exciting games in Battle for the Bell history. In addition to 6 straight, it is 11 wins in the last 13 Bell games for the Sun Devils.
The Apple Valley Sun Devils scored twice in 16 seconds in the third quarter, en route to a 57-12 Bell game victory over Victor Valley. Keshawn Griffin's kickoff return for a touchdown, followed by Seth Baker's interception and 75-yard return, putting the game well out of reach in the 49th edition of the Battle for the Bell. The Sun Devils score the first 3 times they get their hands on the ball to open the contest. Donovan Ferguson breaks the ice on a 10-yard run. Jeff Widener's 6-yard touchdown pass to tight end Kai Merchant, the Sun Devils' second possession. Donovan Williams' 65-yard run makes it a 3-touchdown lead, 21-0 early in the second quarter. 14 seconds to go before halftime. Jeff Widener lofts the touchdown pass to Keshawn Griffin on the 28-yard scoring play that makes it 28-0 at the intermission. Jeff Widener also has a 17-yard scoring pass to Xander Witt. The final touchdown of the game comes on the 3rd touchdown of the night by Keshawn Griffin. Late game razzle-dazzle on the wide receiver reverse. The eventual 57-12 win is Apple Valley's 7th consecutive Bell game victory. For Sun Devil senior quarterback Jeff Widener, number 9, the number 8 figures heavily into tonight's grand scheme of things. For Jeff Widener, 8 scoring passes on the night.
The first Jeff Widener TD pass is caught by Chad Smith, a 51-yard scoring play. Chad Smith's first of 2 touchdown receptions. The first of 2 touchdown receptions for super sophomore wide receiver Tyron Smith caps the Sun Devils' first quarter explosion of 5 touchdowns in 4 minutes. For Jeff Widener, 25 completions in 33 attempts, 463 yards, and 8 scoring passes. The final in Bell Game 50, 76-21, Sun Devils. J. Max Denegal throws 4 scoring passes as Apple Valley runs its Bell Game win streak to 9. Victor Valley takes the field 1-2 on the year, ranked 21 in the Max Prep Division 9 poll. Apple Valley ranked 6th in Division 6, 3-0 coming in. J. Max Denegal to Tyron Smith, and it is 7-0. Sun Devils just under 7 minutes in. This sustained drive carries into the outset of the second quarter. From the 6th, Great American Rivalry Series MVP, Kenyatta Edwards Jr. with the second Sun Devils touchdown. Following recovery of an onside kick, Apple Valley scores again, a 4-minute penalty-infested drive that ends with J. Max Denegal to Jeremy Justice II, the play covering 41 yards. Kenyatta Edwards Jr. enters the end zone standing up. The 2-point conversion makes it 21-0 with just under 7 minutes remaining before halftime. Kenyatta Edwards Jr. scoring his second touchdown of the night, bowling over a final defender and carrying into the end zones. This is the only touchdown in the third quarter. 4th and goal at the 1. J. Max Denegal rolls out left this time. Jacob Soria with the catch in the end zone. For J. Max Denegal, 10 of 16 passes for 180 yards in his first Bell Game. The Sun Devils win a 9th consecutive Bell Game and now leads in Bell Game victories 36-15. Jaden Max Denegal throws 4 touchdown passes and scrambles for a 7-yard jaunt to the end zone in Apple Valley's 59-0 victory over Victor Valley in the 52nd battle for the Bell. The Sun Devils' first-team offense scores on every possession throughout, and Coach Kyle Godfrey's defense records the 7th shutout in Bell Game history. Jackrabbits coach Jeff Vanover throws everything he has at the vaunted Sun Devils defense. Military analogy, World War II's Battle of the Bulge. Or biblical analogy, Corinthians Jones is David facing Apple Valley's Goliath-like defense. Corinthians Jones repeatedly demonstrates why he was named a Daily Press preseason impact player to watch. But Apple Valley has 4 players with that distinction. Defensive leaders, linebackers Dustin Reynolds, 4, and Gavin Hambrick, 10, and 2 offensive stars who tower above the competition. 6'7", 340-pound blindside tackle Raymond Polito, 79, and Jaden Max Denegal, the 6'5", 224-pound quarterback and future Michigan Wolverine, who receives the Great American Rivalry Series Most Valuable Player Award. There has never been a victory as big as the 59-0 shutout. This is the 7th shutout in Bell Game history and the first in the 21st century. The triumph, the 10th in succession for the Sun Devils in this Great American Rivalry Series. Neither rain nor fleet defenders nor Victor Valley home field advantage derail Apple Valley retaining the Bell in the 53rd rivalry game between the Sun Devils and Jackrabbits. Noah Seeley throws 4 touchdown passes in the 48-6 triumph. Apple Valley erupts for 3 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes of the first quarter to build a 28-0 lead. We back it up to the outset. The Rabbits win the opening toss, defer, and kick off to open the Great American Rivalry Series spectacle. Landon Lugo's 17-yard kickoff return. Marcus Holmes, 35, leads Rabbits tacklers. 23 is Jaquan Gibbs.
The Rabbits hold Apple Valley gains to a minimum in the early going. Free safety and team captain Nathan Silva's 20 combines with Jaquan Gibbs to hold this pass reception to no gain. Jaden Shumpert, 2, and Jaquan Gibbs, 23, combine to stop Xavier Salazar, but Jackrabbit penalties aid Apple Valley's advance across midfield. Each of the early Sun Devils' first downs come on third down or fourth down plays. 58 is Jayshawn Stone, 6'1", 240-pound sophomore defensive lineman. This is 2nd and 5 at the 14 on the Sun Devils' opening drive. Noah Seeley to Isaiah Ojeda, who sheds a tackler and advances to the 3 before stepping out of bounds. Aiden Sanchez's first carry of the game is a memorable one. The touchdown from 3 yards out for the 5'10", 215-pound junior. We see him follow the block of 79 left guard Raymond Polito and center Ethan Rivera, 65. Raymond Polito is 6'7", 327. Ethan Rivera, 5'8", 260, both seniors. Brooklyn Grijalva kicks the first of her 4 first quarter extra points, and it's 7-0 Sun Devils 4 minutes in. While defensive penalties hurt the Rabbits in Apple Valley's opening drive, penalties beset their offensive unit as well from the start. Their first play from scrimmage is 1st and 20 from their own 30. The Sun Devils' defense is absolutely domineering. Vanden Gayton trips up the ball carrier. Dustin Reynolds provides the finishing touches. Dustin Reynolds, 6'2", 225-pound senior linebacker. On this second down play, Isaiah Ojeda intercepts, but a penalty on the Sun Devils nullifies the interception. 2 plays later, Christopher Mercado, 20, breaks up the pass. Isaiah Zuniga drives in and cradles the interception, and the Sun Devils offense is right back on the field. From midfield, Noah Seeley finds Jacob Wilkerson all alone in his downfield route and lofts the touchdown pass to the junior wide receiver. 14-0 at the 5:38 mark of the first quarter, and the route is on. Noah Seeley opens the next possession, firing to Jacob Wilkerson, who eludes one defender and sprints 35 yards for the second Sun Devils score. Jacob Wilkerson, junior wide receiver, runs the gauntlet of congratulatory body slams from his teammates. Very next time the Sun Devils get their hands on the ball, Noah Seeley delivers one of his best thrown passes of the night. Xavier Salazar makes the catch in stride and races to the end zone. It's 21-0. Sun Devils special teams do their part. 43, Siri Soto recovers when Brooklyn Grijalva's kickoff is fumbled. This is Jaira Lupepetela scoring the 5th touchdown, plowing in, standing up from 6 yards out. Jaira Lupepetela is 6'3", 280, already twice an All-Mojave River League selection as an offensive lineman his sophomore year, on defense last season. Jaira Lupepetela makes his bell game presence felt on defense as well. The Sun Devils stifle the Jackrabbits offense to the tune of minus 18 yards the first half. Victor Valley defenders make the highlights reel. 4 is Hezekiah Jenkins, the junior linebacker, with the pass interception here. Also see 14, that's Jayshawn Clark, who scores the Rabbits' touchdown in the 4th quarter. The Sun Devils close out the first half in dramatic manner. Noah Seeley tosses to a wide-open Cameron Martinez-Ortega, who eludes Victor Valley's last line of defenders. Cameron Martinez-Ortega, one of 8 Sun Devils to score touchdowns, as Apple Valley makes it 11 consecutive victories in this 53rd battle for the bell. Noah Seeley throws 5 first-half touchdown passes to 4 different receivers, as Apple Valley takes a 42-7 lead into halftime on their way to winning Bell Game 54, 63-20. A 71-yarder to Dominic Bechtel is followed by Jared Sorio's 36-yard reception, then 13 yards to Caden Strubing. The first-half aerial assault concludes with Zyron Belcher's twisting reception, a 46-yard scoring play. Noah Seeley throws 6 TD passes on the night. The win is Apple Valley's 12th consecutive victory in the battle for the Bell. The Sun Devils had orchestrated a scoring drive on their game-opening possession. They initiate their plan of attack with back-to-back running plays. From the 11, the Sun Devils break through when Zyron Belcher gets outside in a hurry, fights through a tackle at the 1, and bounds into the end zone. It is 7-0 with 6:09 showing in the first quarter. The second Sun Devils possession results in an 89-yard scoring drive. The touchdown comes on Noah Seeley's pass completion to a wide-open Dominic Bechtel, a play covering 71 yards. 14-0, 3:33 remaining in quarter number 1. The Sun Devils get the ball right back on the Jovian Kokosko interception. Jovian Kokosko is a 5'11", 165-pound senior safety. The run back on the pick is to the 36. Noah Seeley immediately goes to the air. Jared Soria gets behind his defender, makes the catch, and tumbles into the end zone. 21-0. Jared Soria is 5'10", 180, a senior wide receiver. Like sharks smelling blood in the water, the Sun Devils pounce on the ensuing mishandled kickoff. Consecutive carries by Aiden Sanchez bring the ball to the 19. Noah Seeley sends favorite receiver Caden Strubing this way. The 6'2", 185-pound senior wide receiver makes the catch as he crosses the goal line, and Apple Valley closes out the first quarter with their 4th touchdown, 28-0, with 9 seconds remaining therein. The Jackrabbits initiate their first scoring drive of the night when Kyron Harris fields the short kickoff following Apple Valley's 4th touchdown. 3rd and goal at the 4. Robert Middlebrook hits Deshaun Clark on the slant. Touchdown, Jackrabbits. This is the first of 3 Robert Middlebrook scoring passes on the night. Senior quarterback Noah Seeley sets up, buys time rolling to his left, time that allows Zyron Belcher to race past his defender and make a very difficult catch. Noah Seeley to Zyron Belcher scoring play is a precursor to their 46-yard touchdown collaboration. It covers 23 yards and gives the Sun Devils the lead 35-7. Noah Seeley throws 5 first-half touchdown passes to 4 different receivers, as Apple Valley takes a 42-7 lead into halftime on their way to winning Bell Game 54, 63-20. A 71-yarder to Dominic Bechtel is followed by Jared Sorio's 36-yard reception, then 13 yards to Caden Strubing. The first-half aerial assault concludes with Zyron Belcher's twisting reception, a 46-yard scoring play. Noah Seeley throws 6 TD passes on the night. The win is Apple Valley's 12th consecutive victory in the battle for the Bell. Hazardous air quality forced cancellation of the 2024 Bell Game, postponing the 55th battle for the Bell to September 12th, 2025. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn supports our area's teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs.